What is up, you bunch of beauties? Welcome back to Budget Cars and Bikes and to a very special video. We have gone a little bit balls out and bought a far too expensive bike for the channel, it has to be said. Anyway, let's get into it. So following on from the Ducati Multistrada, the white one that we bought in, oh crikey, probably about 6 weeks ago now, I did tell you that we were trading that in for something special, and here it is, the Triumph Speed Triple 1200 RS. This is a 2021 with a mere 6,200 miles. No real extras on it so far, apart from a tail tidy. It's got the little bikini fairing, which I think all of these should have. I think they look bloody awful without them. And I have actually bought the little tinted kind of fly screen, I think they call it, that fits in there, although I haven't fitted it just yet. I must remember to move these mirrors around as well, because I've just had to do that to get it through my tiny little gap over there. But anyway, this is the initial walk around video. We are not going to ride it today. I may not even start it up. I just wanted to show you guys in a quick sub 10-minute video what we bought on the channel, what our plans are, that kind of stuff. As I said, a 2021 with 6,000 miles and with a reputation that is second to none. These are a claimed 180 horsepower or 178, depending on who you ask. But I think if you were to put a Leo Vince exhaust on there or something like that, you'd easily get a 180. Take 12% off that for real world values at the back wheel, you're looking at what, 150 something around about there, which is basically the same as a very well tuned with a full acro system and a Woolwich kind of ECU flash on an MT10. So out of the box it's faster, more powerful than a very modified MT10, which is exactly what you want really, isn't it? Although not cheap. This was advertised at 10,500. Of course we didn't pay anywhere near that because we got some money back from the Ducati 1260, the white one, but I wanted one in this color. I was a little bit on the fence about this kind of neon yellow, as it were, here, but I've come to like it. I almost bought a helmet to match, but I thought that was going a little bit far, because I don't know about you guys, but if you tend to buy things to match your bike and then you sell your bike, you're stuck with something that doesn't match anything else you might buy in the future. So I didn't go down that road. I did buy a brand new Nolan helmet, which is a grey and black, which is like this, which will suit pretty much every bike. Amazing quick shifter apparently on these as well. We will obviously go for a ride. That'll come up in the second video for this, but I just, as I said, wanted to show you a quick walk around video of what's come in and what my thoughts are of it. The first thing that I thought as soon as this arrived in my house, in my garden, was, my God, it's small. It's really low down to the ground, as it were. It's smaller than a 1050 Speed Triple, if I'm honest. And you know, we've had a few of those on the channel. It's far smaller than that. I think with the tail tidy, it does make it look shorter as well, lengthwise, as in wheel to wheel. I don't know. I think because obviously the original number plate holder comes out to here, perhaps, so that makes it look a little bit longer. With the tail tidy, it looks tiny. Now, they are renowned for riding like the 675 RS, as in they weigh absolutely nothing and they just fall into corners and fall out of them. And that is part of the beauty of these bikes. They're a big 1200cc engine, but they are like literally flicking about a 600cc, which we will find out about. I'll let you know. We've had so many bikes over 40 years of riding that, you know, I'll give you my honest opinion. But this comes obviously fully loaded as well, as I said, with the quick shifter, which apparently is sublime. I'll give you my thoughts on that. Fully adjustable O-lins at the back, fully adjustable O-lins at the front. A beautiful carbon fiber as standard front mudguard. These incredible lights at the front as well. I mean, I was one of those, yeah, is it, isn't it, do I like it? Do I not? I've kind of grown into it, as it were. A couple of things I didn't know about the bike when I bought it is it does have a sat-nav system kind of built in. You download the My Triumph app and then you use that to put in the postcode you want to go to, and then basically you have half the screen here as your speedo and then the other half as a turn-by-turn sat-nav, which I think is brilliant. Obviously, if you've got a Bluetooth setup in your helmet, you'll get kind of voice control on that as well, which is fabulous. This one comes in this kind of matte or flat silver and yellow, which, as I said, I really preferred that compared to the black. I think they only do it in the silver and yellow and the black, actually, to be fair. I think the red comes as the RR, which I think is a bloody ugly bike personally, but there you go. A couple of things I'm not 100% sure about. I think they could have put that, I mean, I know it's a very small thing, but I think they could have put that horn somewhere a little bit less kind of sticky out. It looks like a silly ear sticking out of there, which I'm not quite sure about that. I don't know what the plans are for the bike yet. As I said, I haven't really ridden it so far and I don't know how I feel about it. My first impression is that it's really small. I'm 6 foot and a bit maybe, and 85 kilos. I get the feeling it might be a bit small for me, but that's not a problem. I don't think we'll ever have a problem selling this bike. The other thing that kind of worries me slightly is possible touring aspect of things, because obviously with the seat cowl there's nowhere really here to fit over, throw over soft luggage. I don't think there's even a possibility. Obviously no possibility of panniers. On the ride we will talk about the comfort. The seat looks relatively comfortable. We don't have a rear seat yet, but the dealer did say that they were going to send one out. A couple of you keen-eyed viewers may have noticed the number plate as well, RS12 TRY, obviously for Triumph, and RS 1200, which came with the bike, which is kind of nice. Quick thing I've noticed straight away, we just watched the bike, is condensation in that rear indicator. That's not great, but obviously that will blow away as we go for a ride. I'm not sure about the front ones. Yeah, we've got the same problem in that one there, and the same problem in that one there. So yeah, not great. I was considering, if I was going to keep this bike, I would have got some of those kind of Audi-esque ones that sweep anyway, so that would kind of get rid of two problems really, I suppose, in that respect. I imagine there is a nice carbon fibre extended rear hugger as well, which we could easily put on there. A couple of design things that I would possibly have changed. I really liked what they did on the 1050 Speed Triple R, where they had the rear subframe in red. I think that might actually look quite nice on here as well, to give it a little bit of colour. Tell me what you think in the comments below. There are a couple of things, bear in mind this bike's only done 6,000 miles, there are a couple of things that you think, well, that's a little bit odd. I don't know if somebody's kind of tried to wash this, looks like with a scourer, because that all looks quite scratched there. I mean, it is brushed aluminium, but it looks more scratched than brushed, and I think it's pretty much the same on that side there as well. And I've tried to get rid of it. I could get some metal polish on there, I'm sure that would probably help. Braided lines, Stylema calipers as well on these huge brake discs at the front. Just an all-round first impression. What a stunning bike. You can't argue the fact that that is a handsome bike, but how does it ride? What does it feel like for somebody who's like nearly 60, around about 6 foot tall, around about 85 kilos? Is it any good for someone like me, or should I just leave these kind of bikes to the kids and let them get on with their mad hooligan riding? I guess we'll find out on the next ride. If you want to find out my thoughts on that, if this is a bike for an older rider, shall we say, more experienced, or if it's just a hooligan machine, then consider subscribing. Give the video a thumbs up, a like and a share, and I will tell you all about this bike in the next video, which will come up in the next couple of weeks. As I said, consider subscribing. You'll see everything to do with this bike and any kind of progress reports, whether we keep it, whether we get rid of it, and what do we actually think of it. Anyway, that's our first impressions walk around. Thanks for watching, guys. As I said, like, share, subscribe. That really helps, and we'll catch up in a couple of weeks. All right, take care.